When I was 14, my mom, uh, she met her husband at the Oreos. No, not the Oreos. It was that Greasy Spoon in Ocean City. He was a cook there. I don't know what business he had coming out to meet her. He once said to me, some guy called him a monkey, like it was supposed to mean something to me. God, the kid, I was in 5th grade, dude. Okay, the kid actually, he could have been pale as snow, but there's this thing called phrenology. You know what, Trump, call me a racist to my face, you dumb piece of shit. She worked at United Methodist, so he's an Episcopalian. But I forget if it was before or after they met. See, this particular Methodist restaurant had a case where a schizophrenic orderly was raping patients. He's black, of course. Well, one day, a patient broke her arm so bad she'd never work again. But here's the thing. Years later, I find out I got Guamanians thinking I'm a racist, but they won't say anything in my face. Whether you're gonna marry my mom. It was a Methodist facility in New Jersey. Does George Bush know about this? Between Orlando, Fort Myers, and Fort Pierce. I've been to 2 Secret Service offices, 2 FBI offices, and a DEA office. Washington, if the Department of Homeland Security suspected the DEA of a major crime, as pretense to assert supervisory, I don't know, observation. Don't you think they could have done better than annoying Smurf? No, I mean it, Canada. Like, what was the point of the Nazi breeding program? Just to, like, embarrass white people? We're expecting a 6.5-foot Aryan, 4'11", never wanted anything in his life, grew up just owning this place. Can I see your driver's license? Can I see your Cook credentials? Thanks, I'm taking your picture. Yeah, I can't tell if it's the Haitians that just think they're allowed to come take this from us, or the doctor is afraid to go to prison. But have you ever met an agent of the Secret Service? Cops see a gun and they're like, gun! And they duck for cover and start shooting. Secret Service agents are like, gun! I better stop the bullet. There's a level of priority. There's a sense of selfless. I mean, these people have Bushido. They made my mom wait 9 years for workman's comp, George. I guess it was so important that it looked like I had something to do with your damage. But I've never left the council unsettled with a Haitian. Catholics of planet Earth, if you are willing to participate in crimes against the church in order to assert your own protection, that's Islam. Humans are Untermensch or not, if they can see what we're doing and they get a free lunch every time we mess up, all they need is a reason. Like, there has to be a basis, some kind of premise for them doing that to begin with, other than working for child molesters. So the question is, if parochial schools have to install gender dimorphic bathrooms as opposed to unisex potties for disabled kids. No, it's got to be special. It's got to be something that's not in God's plan. That's the whole point is it's religion. It's not, for instance, equal opportunity. Can the Catholic Church not imagine a place at the table for the Baptists so we can prepare a Martian colony for Islam? Everything always has to be our fault. I don't know what it was called when Eve, the mother of humanity, opened her eyes when Cain was enslaved by God for slaying his brother. I believe nowadays they call it rob you, rape you, blame you. I don't know who people think sold the transatlantic slaves to us. But one would think if there was a rational argument, you could say it to my face. I'm not saying some guy with some kind of complex to marry my mom after they break her arm in a religious rest home. Guy with a chip on his shoulder, here to make his flock whole. But see, when a Catholic marries our enemy, it's to reassure the flock that we are not at war. We are just resolving some conflicts. I'm 43 and I've never been married because I've never been able to support a family because I got people crippling kids and nerve gassing them and breaking their mom's arm, telling her to lie to them, and so afraid I can't beat it out of her. Apparently, in their religion, the doctors are God. First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor. A philosopher is unafraid to meet these guys. First, do no harm, and may the best doctor win. To the attention of the United States Secret Service, former President George W. Bush, the United States FBI, the Department of Justice, Canada. When you engage them on their level, you further their agenda. To defeat Islam, do not compete with Islam.